All right, welcome back. We are going to take care of some more math problems, math understanding. Your goal is to try your best to learn one more thing. Okay, your goal is not to make sure that you understand this perfectly because no one understands this perfectly. Being honest with you, I think I probably understood all the stuff that I'm teaching you, not in ninth grade when I took it, but probably in 11th grade when they built on it. Okay, so for your goal is to be able to say, oh, I get why she does that. Okay, it's not to understand everything from the beginning to the very end. It's just to understand one more thing. So today, if you work hard with me, if you labor with me, if you do these things with me, you'll be able to understand similarities and differences in solving equations and inequalities. And I think most of you can articulate that really well. You're going to learn to avoid common errors and misunderstandings about inequalities. And lastly, you'll be able to answer these questions. What are some of the common misconceptions of inequalities? How does having a deep understanding of what inequalities mean help to avoid errors? Can an inequality have no solutions? What does that mean? Can an inequality have no solutions? So tune in, like, don't listen to yourself say, I'm not going to understand how to do this. It doesn't matter. If you listen to those thoughts, you are right. I used to have a big, gigantic red poster in the front of my classroom. And whenever any student said, but I can't, I said, well, red poster. Red poster says whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So if you can imagine me starting this lesson saying, they're not going to understand this anyway. First of all, how rude, right? Second of all, I'd be right because I'm not going to do all the extra things. I'm not going to be thinking about all the different ways that you, and you really understand this, or what example that I need to say to have it click in your brain, right? So that's why I don't say it like that. I'm trying to get as many people onto from the pile, I told you this before, of the group of students who don't get it to the group of students who do get it. Actually, I think you guys are a pile in my head. I have piles of students. And so if you don't understand it, my goal today is to move you from I don't get it to I do get it. And for those of you who do get it, I want you to get it so well that you can explain it to other people so that they get it. Right? All right. So that is my job today. Stick with me and you'll get it as well. All right. So I'm going to move to this because it's just easier for me to write and stuff. So follow me along. It says Joaquin and Serena work together productively in their math class. They both contribute their thinking, and when they disagree, they both give their reasons and decide together who is right. In their math class right now, they're working on inequalities. Recently, they had a discussion that went something like this. Joaquin, the problem says that 6 less than a number is greater than 4. I think that we should just follow the words and write 6 minus n is greater than 4. Serena, I don't think that works because if n is 20 and you do 6 less than that, you get 14. I think we should do n minus 6 is greater than 4. Oh, you're right. Then it makes sense that the solution would be n is greater than 10, which means we can choose any number greater than 10. The situations below are a few more of the disagreements and questions that Joaquin and Serena have. Your job is to decide how to answer their questions and decide who is right and give a mathematical explanation of your reasoning. So, really quickly, looking at this, why is Serena right and why is Joaquin wrong? Why is Serena right and why is Joaquin wrong? What do you guys got?
May I speak?
Yeah.
Thank you. So if you look at the problem, it says 6 less than a number. 1, we don't know what that number is, so I guess we could use a variable, right? So we could use n for number, which is why n is there. So we would do 6 less than n is still greater than 4. So n minus 6, which is number minus 6, is still greater than 4.
Oh, you're talking about that. Sorry, someone's in the chat talking about the next one. I was like, what are you talking about? 7. Okay. So if you read this verbatim, it says 6 less than a number. So 6 is 6 in math. When you say less than, that means minus. And then we have a number, which is n. Why is it not 6 minus n? Why is it not 6 minus n? Look, 6, 6, less than, minus a number n. Why is Serena right
Negative.
and Joaquin what?
And negative.
It actually doesn't say that. Well, if what you're saying is true, then you would agree with Joaquin and Serena is wrong.
But the thing is, you could technically argue for both, because if we did 6 minus 1, that's still greater than 4, because that would be 5.
Don't look at greater than 4. Think about the phrase 6 less than a number. 6 less than a number. So don't talk about dots. A lot of you are jumping over to the graph. I'm asking you, why is it this one? I'm going to guarantee you there's going to be a question like this on the test. Okay. And half of you are going to choose the wrong one. And I'm trying to prevent that half from choosing the wrong one.
Well, I can argue for both. The reason why we do n minus 6 and not 6 minus n would be 6 minus n would be number minus 6, not 6 minus number.
I'm going to read this to you slowly because there's a bunch of people in the chat who aren't listening. So I'm going to go slow. The problem says that 6 less than a number is greater than 4. Someone put in the chat that they think that it should say 6 less than n is greater than 4. This is not correct. This is not correct. Okay, I'll give you a hint. What word do you see in this part of the sentence that you don't see here? Be literal. Like, be like a third grader right now and literally look, what don't we see here that we see here? I'm comparing less than and is greater than. Read this word out loud, just to yourselves. Don't unmute. Say this word, less than. Good. Say these words, is greater than. Okay. When we have this is greater than, we are thinking about this symbol. When we have less than, we are thinking about subtracting. What word makes a difference? What word makes the difference? What is the word that makes a difference? In the chat, please. I need many people to say this word. Look here. What word do you not have here that you have here? Nope. I see the word then. I see the word then. So no. It's the word is, right? It's the word is. Is greater than means I'm comparing two things. Less than means that I'm subtracting. Does that make sense? Less than means I'm subtracting. You need to write that somewhere important. For those of you who take notes, this needs to be at the top of your notebook that says is less than means this. Less than means this. It needs to be big. It needs to be bad. It needs to be bold so that your brain knows the difference. Really, Miss Johnson? Just because of that word is, we go here? Yeah, because is a verb, right? This verb is now comparing two things, whatever's on the left side to whatever's on the right side. Okay, so I took care of this. I took care of this bad mistake. This is not going to be seen on my test, correct? This is not going to be seen on my test. Everybody say yes. Yes, Miss Johnson, we are not going to make this mistake. Okay, good. Okay, the next thing. Babe, you're being really loud. Okay, the next thing. Why is this one What's the difference between 6 minus n and n minus 6? Okay. I need to work on your reasoning skills because right now I asked you, hey, why is it this one and not this one? And all of you basically said, it's this one because it's this one. That's not stronger. I need stronger reasoning. Does that make sense? I need it to be super strong. How strong do I need it to be? Strong. Like convinced everybody in the class knows this. Okay. I'm going to use a different phrase. Ready? Please let me know if you're ready for this phrase. I'm going to talk about your little cousin. Your little cousin is 4 years younger than you. Your little cousin is 4 years younger than you. So I'm going to write that phrase here. So your cousin is 4 years younger than you. Got a little sloppy there. You guys ready? Yes? Okay. Think about how old you are right now. That doesn't take too long. Someone put your how old you are in the chat. Good. Most of you are 15.
20.
Stop it. Okay. I can always count on you. Thank you. So most of you say you're 15 years old. Beautiful. So your cousin is, so I'm going to put your cousin, C, is, anybody know how to say is in math? How do you write is in math?
Equal to.
Very good. Equals 4 years younger. 4 years. How do you write younger than in math? How do you write 4 years younger than in math? Yeah. Younger than means subtract. Good. You. So if you translate it the way Joaquin is translating it, is that his name? Joaquin? Yeah. If you translate this the way Joaquin is translating it, what's 4 minus 15? What's 4 minus 15? No.
11.
Yeah, negative 11. Very good. I love when someone says in the chat, they say an answer and they're like, shoot, that's not the answer. I love oops. I love wait. I got you. Because once you hit enter, I get it. You want to take it back quick. So yeah, the answer is negative 11. Is your cousin negative 11 years old? Everyone says no. How old is your cousin?
If he was negative, then he'd be dead.
No, stop. How old's your cousin? In reality, how old is your cousin?
11.
He's 11. Very good. So how do I write an equation with these numbers that you gave me, you telling me you're 15 years old? How would I write an equation using these numbers? Is it 4 minus 15? Everyone says? No.
No.
What is it?
15 minus 4?
Yes, it's 15 minus 4. Miss Johnson, why is it 15 minus 4? Because of this word then. This then word kind of like trips people up all the time. Okay? Yeah. So someone said in the chat, 6 is less than a number means that 6 is being taken away. Like it's the one that you're taking away. 4 is the number that you're taking away from, right? In this case here, it looks like you're taking away n, right? Absolutely. No, you guys are fine. We're just trying to figure this out because according to this, I have a lot of people not understanding and I can't have that on a test. If I have this on a test and you guys, half of you choose this and half of you choose this, I might as well have not taught it because it's like, right? Probability says if I give you two options, half of you are going to choose something and half of you are going to choose the other. I can't do probability in my classroom in terms of grades. You guys don't want me to do probability in terms of your grades. Like imagine if it was probability, it would look something like this. I'm going to roll a dice. Oh, look, He got a 1. That means he gets an A in the class. Do you guys want me to do that? Everyone say yes or no? No. Oh, you say yes? Okay, I'll do that for your grade. Just kidding. Okay. What I'm saying is I don't like the chance of you all not understanding something. I really need it to be there. So when you see this word then, everyone say the word then, like younger than, more than. These words are telling you, pay attention because order is being all messed up. Okay, I like to think about these as like translating from English to Spanish. I'm a Spanish learner, right? So in Spanish, for the most part, you can translate everything like word for word, right? Like if I think like, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't have to go to the bathroom. Let's just pretend. And then I would take every single word. I have to go to the bathroom, right? Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I have to go to the bathroom. I would translate every word. Exactly. I would say, some people say yo, some people don't. So I actually don't because I learned from my Spanish speaking people. I would say tengo que, because that's like I have to go. So that's ir. And then to the bathroom, al baño. That's how I would translate. There's some things in Spanish that you have to switch around. Like what, Miss Johnson?
Loteria.
What?
Loteria.
Okay, I don't know. I think he said the lottery. Is that what he said? No, he didn't say that.
It's basically Mexican bingo.
Okay, yes. Then you did say lottery. There you go. There's certain things in Spanish that you have to switch, right? For example, if I want to say the red ball, I don't say el rojo pelota. Oh, la roja pelota, right? I don't say that. Yeah, you'd actually say the ball red. So you have to switch things around. So whenever I get to a certain like adjective, I'll be like, are you one of the ones that sit in front or behind? And I'm like, you sit in behind. So I have to switch them. Same thing goes here. This then word does the same thing. This then word does the same exact thing. So I'm going to switch them. Whenever I see this then word, it's going to be an indicator. Pay attention to order. Everyone okay with that? So I do like one of your classmates did give me a really strong reasoning. Said, hey, Miss Johnson, the reason why this one doesn't work is because it says 6 taking away from a number rather than n being taken away from a number. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is I'm going to let you guys play. Not really, but I'm going to let you work on these. And we're going to pause. We're going to come back together and make sure that you chose the right one too. So we're going to start with this very first one. It says, Joaquin and Serena are assigned to graph the inequality x is greater than or equal to -7. Joaquin thinks they should graph an open dot at -7. Serena thinks the dot should be closed at -7. Who is correct and why? You right now are on your slide and you're going to tell me which one it is. Let's pretend this is a quiz. And let's pretend that I'm going to grade you all right now. Okay? So pretend this is a quiz because, yeah, on the next class that we have together, you guys have a test. So it's good for you to practice this right now. So right now you're going to try this one, and then I'm going to check your answers, and we'll come back together. So I asked you to not only tell me who you agreed with, but why you agreed with them. Some people gave me some phenomenal answers, and we did make them stronger as you did this. When you are making an argument, especially a mathematical argument, which is every argument that you'll ever argue, I kind of believe that the better you are at math, the better you are at arguing. Okay, so this person says, I think Serena's correct. She's correct because since the inequality is greater than or equal to, it would be a closed dot. Joaquin wouldn't be correct because the inequality isn't just greater than -7, it's equal to -7. So Joaquin, I just need someone's words here. Joaquin thinks that you should have an open dot. Open dots mean this symbol or this symbol, right? This symbol here gets a closed dot. Closed dot is this guy or this guy, and especially this guy. But we don't ever graph just an equal to sign, but just just so that we're there. Everyone good? Say it again. I'm not sharing my screen. Darn. Sorry, I was sharing my screen to the video, so y'all missed a great explanation. Just kidding. So just like Joaquin says, open dot is going to be less than or greater than. Closed dot means less than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Or just equal to. We don't ever just graph equal to signs. I was really impressed here, though, being very, very honest, how some of you put your first drafts out and you kept fixing them as we worked. Okay, math is like one of those things. It is not a perfect the first try. It is one of those, like, literally, think about that little train that could, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. First draft, second draft, perfect draft, right? The way I say things isn't the first way that I've thought about them, right? There's some iterations that are going through my head. All right, next one. You guys are trying this one. It says, Joaquin and Serena are looking at the problem, blah, blah, blah. Serena says the inequality is always true because multiplying a number by 3 and then adding 1 to it makes the number greater than 0. Is she right? So you guys are going to do some work here. We're going to come back, and I'm looking specifically at this part here. Okay. I'm just going to tell you right now, I know for a fact that 85% of you understand how to solve this. I'm really working on your arguing skills right now because you all are human, and I really would love to see you be better at arguing. Not fighting. I didn't say fighting. I said arguing. Arguing is the art of having a discussion and seeing the other person's point of view and being like, oh, I understand. And then adjusting your point of view based on it or sticking to it and being like, no, I am right. Does that make sense? So I'm working on the explanation. Ready? All right. Some of you proved Serena wrong by, I really liked this. This person proved Serena wrong by just plugging in a number. Serena is not necessarily right. If you multiply by a negative number and add 1, it would still be less.
Screen.
Dang it. Sorry. I'm sharing screen with the people on the YouTube. The people on the YouTube. There you go. All right, here we go. So Serena is not necessarily right. If you multiply by a negative number and add 1, you would still be less than 0. For example, I love an example. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8 is greater than 0. I love this. Wrong. Okay. Did you know that it is easier to prove something wrong than it is to prove something true? Did you guys know that? Yes, right. So did this person need to show all the cases that it's wrong? No. One case, done, right? Other people decided that they were going to solve it. I don't remember where they are. I can't find you. Where are you? Sorry. Some people just solved it. I will show you if I cannot. Maybe right here. I'm just going to show you if they solve for x here, right? You get 3x is greater than negative 1, right? You subtracted both sides. And x is greater than negative 1/3. This is not always true. Tell me a number that's not greater than negative 1/3. Person already told us negative 3, negative a million. For those of you who are like, Miss Johnson, would you just pick any number? Yeah. So there is an art to picking numbers. Once you choose, like, say you chose 10 and you're like, 3 times 10 is 30 plus 1 is 30. Yeah, 31 is greater than 0. Then choose a negative number, then choose a fraction, then choose 0, then choose decimals. There's always numbers that you can try, okay? You're so cute. It's okay if you're wrong. Okay, by the way, my favorite thing to see in the chat is, I was wrong. Do you want to know why that's my favorite thing to see in the chat? Yes, ma'am.
You learn.
Yes, Ricky. Yes, ma'am.
But it aligns with the quote that you have where it was like, if you practice in class, you can get it wrong in the class, so you can get it right on the test.
Yes. How does it go? The more we nice, you remember the person. The more we fail in practice, the more we can learn, enabling us to succeed when it matters. So, I was wrong is fantastic. Let's pretend you didn't figure out that you were wrong and you just moved forward. Everyone follow that? What's going to happen on the test? You're going to do this.
Oopsie, I failed.
Well, no, you're going to do the same exact thing. And then you're not going to know. Okay, perfect. So, however you proved her wrong, perfect. Okay, I saw a lot of really good examples here. I'm going to move on to the next one. This next one says, the word problem that Joaquin and Serena are working on says 4 greater than X. Joaquin, we talked about this. Joaquin said that they should write 4 greater than X. Serena says they should write 4 plus X. Who is correct and why? Why? All right, I'm going to pause you again. Okay, so yes, a lot of you got this right. Serena is right. Where is this? Oh, here. Serena would be correct because Serena, because it states 4 greater than X. If the word problem said 4 is greater than X, then Joaquin would be correct. But because the word problem didn't have the is word, Serena is correct. So yes, very good. 4 is greater than is very different than 4 greater than. So hopefully this one helped you understand the difference that I was trying to say before, that 4 greater than does not mean this. It means this. Right? This is like, I don't know, you have money and you just found $4 more. It's not 4 is greater than the number of money that you had. If so, then start saving your money. It's going to be okay. Just kidding. But 4 more than, what's a better example? I have $4 more than you do, right? It doesn't mean this. It means this. I have $4 more than you do. No is, right? All right, next problem. Very good. You guys are moving along right really, really well. So Joaquin is thinking about hard equations and inequalities and comes up with this idea. 45 plus 47 equals t. Then t equals 45 plus 47. So if 45 plus 47 is less than t, then t is less than 45 plus 47. Is he right? Is he right? So don't tell me. Write some answers out. There's a couple ways for you to prove this, right? Right? There's a couple ways to prove this. All right, you guys all picked up on this. I really liked this one because we had kind of talked about it earlier. So it's less than. Remember how we were talking about x is x. What did it say? For less than a number, right? That's what it said, I think, for the very first problem, for less than a number. So this person connected it to that, and that's why it's going to be plus, right? Greater than just means plus, as opposed to the other thing. Okay. So really good job. I'm going to have you guys continue practicing this, and then we'll chat next time.